Solid. You ain't got your daughter, huh?
Me?
No.
Nigga got all the time in the world. That's why he acting like this. Nigga just want to talk. Get some friends, nigga.
Hey, y'all are my friends, bitch.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. See what we
I do the
doing here.
intro. Jump into
All
the
right.
intro.
Bucks. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back
Hold
to
on,
the
wait. Just make sure you rename your shit, bro. Because if you go off your shit, it's gonna say like your girl's name.
Nah,
They
I
already
did.
made it. Good.
All right,
My
all
fault.
right. Making sure.
My video recorder don't include these shits anyway.
All right.
Welcome back to the Make Home Safe podcast.
Keep it.
I'm
that.
retarded. I can't.
Got a lot of things I could do better if I tried to. They don't know the trauma we endured and we survived through. Family is the anchor to the ship of which I'm tied to. So if I get to sinking, well, I guess I'm finna die too. It's true. I gotta get some shit off my chest. I ain't saying I'm the worst, but I ain't always been the best. Mama died in Florida, that's where they laid her down to rest. But I only visit twice in my life, and it's nothing I'm proud of. Brother, he got locked in them tears. Lose your life and your freedom, that's what everybody fears. And do the selfish reasons
Welcome back to the Make It Home Safe podcast. This is episode 16. I'm your host, Dingle, Daryl, Kez, a couple different aliases that I go by. We are here with 5 of 6 members of the Make It Home Safe podcast. We have a 300-pound edition. He'll introduce himself last. I'll let y'all go.
Yo, what's good? Vash Cash. Yeah, bro. What episode is this? 16, 17?
16.
God, 16 episodes. Yeah, man. So, yeah, again, appreciate y'all sticking with us. If you've been listening to every episode, we appreciate it. Just give us some feedback in the video on YouTube. Listen to our DSPs, all that. So go ahead, Russ.
Yeah, Vash Cash, huh? Yo, it's your boy Russ. You know the vibes. Don't ask me about my love life. We're down one this week. I don't know if they said that already. Daryl gonna handle that, but yeah. Cash shit today, baby.
Hey, go ahead, Jess. I go last. You good?
Man's name is Dingle. And the only thing I know is Dingleberry, and that's gross. So I don't know why he lets people call him that. It's just, AKA just because your favorite rapper, your baby mom's favorite rapper, your baby mom's sister's favorite.
What's going on, everybody? Here's Kwam. What was that laugh, bro? What's going on, everybody? It's Kwam, the 5 of 5 for today. Your moderator for today. Today's topics we're gonna jump in. One's got to go. We'll list off 4 shows that are very popular in the Black community, or actually not in the community in general, and one has to go. Then we'll move on to the topic, who are you working on yourself for? Then we'll jump into the whole situation comparison of Whitney and Demi, and then we'll do everybody's favorite, the over under, where we pick it either it's overrated or underrated, not evenly rated. All right?
All right.
We all understand this, right? All right, let's jump into it. All right, so
Before we get started, we got to address why Reed's not here. So Reed was mountain climbing in Idaho, and the giant potato that sits in Idaho rolled down, and so he had to jump off of the mountain to protect himself. So he's doing well. He's in recovery. He'll definitely be back for next week, but so he's missing this episode. Yeah, for sure.
I heard he had the suds.
Yo, he said that when he jumped off, he broke both his knees.
For sure, his kneecaps actually popped out. Like,
yeah, one went to the side, one went. What was it, forward or back?
Forward. It was forward.
Yeah. Pop. His knees made of popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
Do I gotta wait? Do I gotta sit here and listen to this? Can I leave, or is this gonna keep going? This is terrible. Yes, go on.
All right, so let's jump into the first topic. One gotta go. All right, I'm gonna list off 4 shows, right? And one has to go. All right, so it's Chappelle Show, The Boondocks, Fresh Prince, and Martin. Who y'all got?
Martin gotta go.
For me, it's Fresh Prince.
Same. I gotta say Fresh Prince too. That's crazy.
Martin.
And let me explain to you why. I think it's gonna come down to Fresh Prince and Martin, right? Because Chappelle is its own show, the Boondocks is its own anime, and Martin and Fresh Prince are the two ones that are most likely similar. So yeah, I think everybody's gonna pick between Martin and Fresh Prince when it really boils down to.
Yeah, I think a lot of people. It depends on the age. I think a lot of people like probably my age and maybe a little bit up will probably kick Boondocks and keep Martin fresh and like I would probably lean that way too. I would probably kick Boondocks because I watched that the least out of all of those. Not that I don't watch it, but it was never like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched Martin and Fresh Prince more than all of that. And then what was the other one? I'm tripping. Oh, Dave Chappelle. Chappelle. Yeah, that was in the that was the heyday right there, man.
Exactly. Chappelle.
One of the 5 figures say to the face.
Everything would be up for grabs before Chappelle.
Bash, what you got, man? You mighty quiet over there, Reed.
Because, bro, I don't know, man.
Mighty quiet over there, Reed. That's funny.
I don't know, bro. That's tough. I don't. Oh man.
You had a whole week to think about this.
I might, and I ain't thought of it yet. So I might have to say Boondocks too, for real. I might have to say Boondocks too. I don't know, honestly, bro.
Shit was weighing on it. Yo, that's crazy.
So
you
for
picked
me,
Boondocks.
I don't know, but I just like Fresh Prince. I just like Fresh Prince and Martin so much. Like
I do too. I do too. But I feel like they're interchangeable. Like if you have one, then you don't necessarily need the other.
So like Boondocks is the anime.
I feel like
they definitely were. Martin was more for like an older audience and was more like
about like
Fresh Prince was more like I guess fairy tale kind of shit, kind of. But like Fresh Prince was funnier to me, so I'm going with that one.
So if we're talking about if we're talking about types of shows, we should have did something else. You gave Chappelle, right? And you gave Boondocks, and then you gave 2 of the same type of episodes. So
that's exactly why I said if I'm gonna do the one gotta go, it's got to be one of those two because they're kind of two the same. You know what I'm saying? They're all funny, but Dave Chappelle's like skit comedy, Boondocks is anime comedy, and then Fresh Prince and Martin are kind of like the reality comedy. They both kind of fit under the same type of comedy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I chose. I guess between in that light
I can see it, but I think that all the shows are completely different. So like, like Martin was more grown up and hood. You know what I'm saying? Like it was more like those where you got your jokes off at. Like Fresh Prince was more goofy and almost like not that it was all for kids because it wasn't, but you know what I'm saying, but it was like
it was for a younger audience.
Yeah, that was definitely it. So I feel like the messages were just different. But yeah, like Martin hilarious in his own way. Fresh Prince, yeah, I like Boondocks. All this shit is hilarious, but Boondocks is just got to be the odd one out because Dave Chappelle was transcendent.
I think you can't go wrong as long as we all agree that you're not getting rid of Dave Chappelle, bro.
No shot.
I think that's the only time you would have got a crazy reaction out of us.
Yeah, no shot. Yeah, no.
There's people that will. I've heard people tell me Dave Chappelle's not funny,
bro.
It's because they're triggered.
They watch Key and Peele. They must watch Key and Peele.
Not even Key and Peele. They are telling themselves they're vegans and they're telling themselves that they're
and they like Tosh.0 and shit like that.
Yo.
Oh man.
What was it? It was
and what's
somebody, it was a famous
the Zach Deardoff show? That one? Zach Deardeck, whatever the fuck he had.
Rob Deardeck.
Rob Deardeck.
Talking about, that's like This America's Home Funny videos. Yeah, but
they get the lineup on MTV, bro. He has something on MTV. There's no way that he should have a 6-hour block of nothing but ridiculousness. There's no way.
He probably owns part of MTV. He actually has a lot of money, believe it or not.
Oh yeah,
Rob Deardeck is filthy rich. He got rich off of a stock company. It was like some stock company that boomed up.
Bruh,
that's what really put him over the top.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all about.
A stock company. The stock. I think it was like Stance. It might have been the Stance stock.
Oh, you're talking about stock? Oh, I said stock. Anyway, HCMC. It is at 1/10 of a cent right now.
That's currency though. I can't do that right now. I don't know for some reason they won't accept my North Carolina ID for me to switch back.
You gotta open up a TD Ameritrade account. But you need to do that soon because it's not gonna be there. But
I was working. Oh, I don't think I finished that. I think you were.
But $100 is all you have to invest in that stock to have 100,000 shares. That means that if that shit gets to 1 full cent, you'll have already made $1,000 off of it. If it gets to 2 full cents, you'll have made $2,000 off of it. If it gets to $1,
nah, stop now. You struggling with these last ones.
I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna say, if it gets to $1, you'll have made a lot of money.
He definitely does. 7.
Look, all I'm saying, hey, HCMC, man, all you got, just keep pumping. I'm gonna keep pumping.
He said, if it gets to $1,
keep 5. Ms. Jones, what page 15 on? Never mind, I figured out. Yeah, all of that.
So you basically saying I should just drop 10 bands in the stock right now?
Whoa, slow. Hold on, wait.
That's a little much.
What I'm saying is,
wait. What I'm saying is, %, I'm out of here.
What I'm saying is, if you put 10 bands in it, it's gonna go up from 1/10 of a cent. So if you can get in at 1/10 of a cent, mind you, me and Reed been playing this for a minute. So we both got in at 1/10 of a cent. It had went all the way up to 6/10 of a cent. So we already made back a good amount of what we put in, and I just keep putting more in every time it drops down. So I'm just waiting for this shit to just continue.
The stock market was pooping.
Everything in the market is down right now, so that's why I'm just.
I think it was with the exception
when
of
this shit go right back up.
It's gonna be like Doge and something else.
It's gonna be like Doge. The way people are talking about when Doge, if Doge gets to 10 cents, if Doge gets to 10 cents, I'm cool on that too. But if Doge goes how people think it's gonna go, HCMC is the same thing, except for it's not a cryptocurrency. It's an actual company, and it's a pharmaceutical company, which everybody knows how pharmaceutical companies can go. And it's OTC, so it's not like you're on Robinhood and it's gonna get delisted and you won't be able to do anything with it. Blah blah.
Yo, that really got me mad about that, man. I kind of wanted to give you money to buy me some Dogecoin, bro. I was like, what? All right, all right. That was a tornado.
Where Russ rockhead ass at?
Geo dead.
All right, figure out how to turn back human.
All right, so moving on to the next topic. Who are you working on you for? Anybody want to take that topic first?
So the whole reason I thought of that period is because I don't know what I was doing, but somebody was talking about how they're doing all this and they're doing.
You're an old man. He said the whole reason why I brought it up because I don't remember why I brought it up.
And then I didn't say that. And they're doing it for their significant other and blah blah. And I feel like the most the only reason that you should ever work on you should be for you. Like, not the only reason, but the main reason you should ever be working on you should be for you. Yes, you working on you benefits like other people. Like, it benefits your child, it benefits your family, your friends, significant other, what have you. But if you're not doing it for you, then you're not gonna be motivated to continue to do it. You're not gonna be motivated to really get into doing it unless it's for you. So I think that regardless of whatever motivating factors you would have for doing it, it always has to be for you in order for it to be genuine and something that you're gonna stick with.
I think it has to be something sustainable, like you said. You see a lot of pro athletes who a lot of their proving points is just to prove someone wrong. Like, why can't you just play good all the time? Why do you need motivation? Why do you need someone to hate on you to just play good? Why don't you just play good? Just play good. Just investing in yourself. A lot of people, they compete with others. That's another thing. They don't just do it for them. They don't just do it for others. Working on myself for my wife. They do it because they gotta look better than the next person, right? But when you run in a race that against others, some people might not even be in that race. They're not even thinking about you, and you get caught up in that cycle, and that could be a vicious cycle as well. So for me, I work on myself. For me, I try to better myself, but I also, in the back of my mind, I can't act like it's solely for me. It's just, I try to set the example for my child. And that's another one right there.
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, I when you was talking about keeping up with people or in competition with other people, I've always been the type of person to do what I want to. Do what I want when I want type thing. So it's for me, really, working on myself is for myself, for my mental stability. Like, you know what I'm saying? But also I do have a daughter. So like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to like make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing so that she knows what, you know, when she gets old enough or whatever, like she knows what kind of person to be interested in and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, obviously that's a long time from now, but I mean, you have to start while you're young. And like if I had a son, like so in Quam's like for Quam, like he's talking about setting that example, you know what I'm saying, of what a man should be. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be your best self for your kids because you don't want to be a shitty parent and then they just lost in the world when they get old. You know what I'm saying?
I saw a Facebook post where someone was said that too, how like parenting is like the toughest job you could go with, right? Because like any little thing can influence your kid to turn out a certain way in life. Like any small thing. You know, like how many people have you heard like who got like kind of parent issues because you know they felt like their parents wasn't showing them the attention that they want.
Yep.
You know, but to the like at first, you know, there was a point where I was like, dang, that's messed up. But being a parent now, I can see where you can get distracted with all these other things. You know, it's easy to go astray. So yeah, just sticking to that.
And it's not just you, because your kid is out in the world, your kid is in school, your kid is getting influenced by thousands of things. Like parents that's not like monitoring what their kid is watching, what they're doing online, etc. It's 1,000 things for your kid to get influenced by these days. So
caught up in some shit too, yeah.
Exactly. So
which is wild. I agree with everything that's been said so far. I had to step away for a little bit. I had a package at the door.
Nobody asked you that.
Okay, well, I'm telling them while I was away, just in case you look at the YouTube video. Anyways, yeah, I'm just working on myself. Like Vash said, I'm working on myself for me, and I'm working on myself for, you know, so I can be who my parents tell people I am. I was too worried about comparing myself to other people, and I hate to quote Kanye West because I absolutely hate Kanye now. But I was about to have a nervous breakdown, like, man, these niggas that much better than me. And I realized, like, you can't be out here comparing yourself because not everybody's life looks the same. Not everybody's upbringing is the same. Not everybody's home life is the same. So you just got to focus on you and just keep the train rolling.
Everybody has their own demons too, man.
Exactly. That's huge.
Another thing.
Absolutely.
That's something that you don't see is everybody's demons, you know.
Mine sleep right in bed with me.
Mine ain't invited in the house. They stay outside.
You thought.
They jump you as soon as you walk out the door.
Whoop my ass as soon as I walk out the door. Like a cold wind.
What up, Reed? What you got?
He fried and died in the chair right now.
About me.
What up, Reed? What you got?
Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. He ain't wrong. I was fried over here. I don't even honestly, man, by the third person started telling me what they was working on themselves for, I was like, I don't know if this is what I signed up for. I do this for me. I don't need a girl. Like, it's like that's all I felt like was happening right now. Nah, for real. No BS. My kids, I say, you know what I'm saying, I do anything I really do now. It's probably for my kids. I think before that, I was always all right. Like, if it was just me to worry about, I always made sure I was good somehow. I wasn't really like OD stressing or like, oh, I gotta do this because it has to look this way. You know what I mean? Like, it was whatever. But now it's like example, like niggas was saying before, it's examples. Like, my son looks at me a certain way, so I have to do things a certain way. Even how I talk, sometimes I have to like, oh, remember, like, oh, I have a 5-year-old. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta give the example for him to look up and become something. So it's like you can't be a bum. Sell that dream to him.
Yeah, that's real.
Yo, one thing about something, man, your kid's gonna talk shit about you if you was a shitty parent. I tell you what.
They will.
Boy, it's coming. Boy, it's coming back.
I did it. Yeah, all the shit I ever talked to be like, damn. All right, let me try and not. But you just never know, man. That's one of them things, man. It's like no matter what you do, I mean, you don't have to have a bad relationship with your parents, but no matter what you do, there's always gonna be something that you probably didn't give them that they were looking for somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Could have did better.
Well, that's why I kind of want to create. I know it's tough, bro, because it's hard to do it in a relationship with just like a significant other. I want to try to create a transparency communication. You know, where if they feel like I'm lacking on something, he could just come talk to me like, hey man, I didn't like this or that. But I mean, in a perfect world that'll work. But you know, emotions get in the way, situations getting in the way.
No, you ain't lying.
Yeah, that's real.
You can foster that in your household though, because you control your household and how y'all interact inside your household. So I definitely I feel what you're saying, because I want the same thing with my daughter, especially growing up in two different households. She got to be able to come somewhere and express how she feels and express what's going on. And I don't know. So I need her to always feel like she can talk to me about whatever's going on, like even if it's not something like that daughters are necessarily want to go to a dad for or whatever. Like I gotta put myself in a light or in a way and interact with her in a way that she can come talk to me about those things, because
you know what I just thought about for like you and Vash, man, would be which is like a crazy concept, that your kid's probably gonna have switches between the two parents. You know what I'm saying?
Like what? What you mean?
Like two different ways of how they approach their parents, how they act around them. You know what I'm saying? Like when I mean a switch,
completely different households, bro.
You get what I'm saying, though?
Completely different
because
households.
you just know what you can get away with in certain play. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like you just
Sure.
It's
know
just in
how to
general
act
for
here,
everything.
and you know that man, this don't work over here.
And that's the thing. So like when your kid, like when you get your kid back from like that other environment, and then like you're getting upset at things that they're doing, but like it's okay for them to do that shit in that environment. So you got to keep in mind, like they're going through, like I'm upset that they're doing this, but they're stressed because they got to go between two different fucking households and shit. They don't know what's gonna fly here, what's gonna fly there. As they get older, like they'll definitely understand it more. But like while they're young, like you can't like get heated over that. You just got to talk to them. Like
for you, it might be a little easier though, Daryl. You know what I'm saying? Going from big man to mommy's crib. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Because I mean,
like there's stuff you can get away with.
Similarly, like they parented. Both of my parents parented. Like it wasn't shit that I was gonna be just flying away and getting away with. So, but
shout out to Marquita too. That's the homie. She liked every video we dropped. For real.
She the GOAT.
No, for real. Yeah, Kwame, I agree with what you said. I've always wondered, because I had to navigate a little bit the same way, and it was completely different. I know, I assume Marquita and Big Man were in the same area, but like my dad was in Arizona and my mom was in Mississippi, so it's polar opposites, because you know Mississippi,
completely different environments, bro.
In Mississippi, you can't be black and act a certain way. Like, I mean, first of all, it's still Mississippi burning. They still fly Confederate flags down there like it's nothing. But I don't know. It will be interesting to see how like kids now, and like with social media being so accessible, how like they navigate. Because I mean, I know kids. Well, I'm saying I know kids. My little cousin is 11, and she got an Instagram and all that. So I was like, it's interesting now. It really is.
So, all right, quick off topic question. Y'all think it's tougher to be a kid now in terms of getting flames? Because I feel like social media is cutthroat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like getting,
And then you kind of did it to yourself. Like, you posted that picture. Why'd you do it? You know,
but it's like
that.
It's like I already know what they're gonna say. Log off. Whatever.
Yeah. No. You can't log off. I'm talking like, do you think the jokes are funny? Like they just be going in under the comments versus getting roasted at the lunch table.
No, I think getting roasted at the lunch table will always be worse than getting roasted online.
Oh yeah,
always. Yeah. Only so I'll say it'll be more intense and worse in that moment. But the thing about online is, unless they delete it, that shit is there, so people can keep going back to it.
And they
called him a monkey lip. Like just going.
And they know what you said verbatim because the words are there. It's like you in the cafeteria, lunchroom and shit at the table. You might be like, he said something like this. When you go online, it's verbatim. This ain't exactly what you said.
But man, ever being on the spot, yo, Josh, your mic muted.
It definitely was muted for sure. It's definitely worse now, bro. It's gotta be, because like before it was just like you got roasted at the Fitz cafeteria. Now you getting roasted at the Fifth Cafeteria, the London Cafeteria, Ledger Cafeteria, Cafeteria. This shit keep going. Yeah, this shit keep going.
That's a fact.
Before you know it, you can't go to a party without niggas being like, "Oh, that's something from." It's over.
Hell yeah.
You're ugly now.
What you were saying though, what I was saying about Dingle though, when you was talking about like just logging off, bro, it's like you like remember when we talked about it? It was a while ago. We were talking about like cyberbullying and all that kind of stuff, right? Like you can just log off or whatever. But if somebody make you, you know how you gotta feel. You gotta feel even more defeated
if you get
to like log off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody say something or whatever. Be like, all right, whatever. But you log off. It's like, bro, you getting.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But also the person that's gonna log off is the same person that's gonna complain about somebody roasting them and not roast them back. So if you can't roast back, then logging off is your best bet. Because if it was in person, you would walk away. You're not the person that's gonna stand there and fight back. So log off. Like those are people that complain about cyberbullying. Like you can't cyberbully me because I'm gonna fry your ass back. You can't bully me in person because I'm gonna fight the fuck back. But if that's not you, then log the fuck off.
All right, that makes sense.
Like that's what I'm saying.
In terms of that, it makes sense. The next topic, the cancellation of Whitney and not Demi. Go ahead, address that, Russ.
Okay, so hold on, Vash laughing. I don't see his.
No, I was looking. I was laughing. My fault. I was laughing at the notification. Me and Daryl got.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the Whitney Houston and Demi Lovato thing. So as you know, Demi Lovato has struggled with drug addiction the past 3 or 4 years, and she just signed on for some outrageous amount. I tried to get the article again so I could see the number exactly, but she signed on to do a 4-episode docuseries with YouTube, pretty much like her document telling her story. But if you recall, Whitney Houston was on 60 Minutes and they was on there talking about, oh, crack is whack, crack is cheap, and y'all ran with it. Y'all was dragging Whitney Houston. I mean, Pusha T put the image of her bathroom as his album cover. So I mean, y'all
album too.
Yeah, Daytona was
that
definitely
Daytona went crazy.
That's definitely up there.
But my thing is, y'all do all that. Y'all tear Whitney down for years. I don't really think Whitney ever recovered in the public's eye. And then Demi Lovato come along. She do the same shit, and she doing like meth.
I'm about to say like
she doing meth.
Like Demi Lovato went from weighing like 170 to weighing 90 pounds.
She broke away from meth? Isn't that the most addictive drug you can try?
You got away for now.
Well, she got money. She got money, dog. She got money.
He said for now.
My fault.
Oh, she got away.
And she. My thing is, maybe it's me. I don't know Demi Lovato.
Check about to go back.
Go ahead, Russ.
I don't know Demi Lovato.
Man, Rock really about to be rocked.
Does she put out good music?
So this is the thing. This is.
I'm about to say she could sing.
She could definitely sing, but this is why though. This is why because she was a Disney star. That's why. That's probably why. Because she had
Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato.
Ariana Grande be doing some grimy stuff too, bro.
She's weird.
That's not what we're talking about. She's weird as fuck. But
she's weird.
The whole Disney
star.
No,
I'm just saying like how Disney stars get away.
That fan base that you get from being a Disney star is crazy. Like Miley Cyrus.
Miley
Cyrus.
Ariana was on Nickelodeon, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
my fault.
Who was?
Ariana Grande was on.
Oh yeah. What show was that? She wasn't even the main character. Nah, she was just a side bit.
But she had.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep,
Sam and Cat, but they also had Victoria.
I'm about to say Victoria.
That's the one she was a side bit, right? She was a side.
Yo, Quam, stop calling her the side bitch, dog.
I said bit, BIT.
I was laughing.
They'll get tight. They don't like Ariana Grande.
No, I don't.
He said that's the last time I'm gonna have you call her a side bitch.
Nah, don't.
I wasn't calling her a side
call
bitch.
her
I wanted a side bit, like a side show. She wasn't the main attraction of the show.
Overall, I'm just saying, like, once they have like that fan base from when they're young or whatever, and they grow up, like they're always forgiven, like, for lack of better terms, like they're always forgiven, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The black community don't help either. We get to frying quick, so you know what I'm saying.
For sure.
Demi Lovato had a crowd of people that was like, "Oh, I'll get back together." Like, sure as we started doing crack and coke, niggas was out here cooking.
Yeah,
we was all making jokes.
Yeah, for
bro,
sure.
did you see the spoon memes? Oh my god,
bro. Nah, the Demi Lovato jokes though. I was in on those because those were hilarious.
Them things was funny.
From Camp Rock to Coke Rock, it's me, Demi Lovato. I was crying.
I ain't never seen that one.
I was crying.
They was going on her Demi Lovato. She ain't get no break. I ain't saying like she got a break. She ain't get a break, dude.
Yeah,
we got her ass up out.
We got a break with this 30 mil, but that's about it.
I'm just saying she had the other half.
Just said that 30 mil is out of there.
Hey, so where was Whitney at in her career, like timeline wise, when all of this stuff was going on? Like the
After Dance with Somebody came out, so she already had hits. She had number ones out.
She had hits, but it was when she got with. I'm not saying when she got with Bobby. She started doing it before Bobby came along, and then Bobby came along and was doing it with her. But yeah, I don't know.
Bobby Brown has hits
crazy because she was so fired.
Yeah,
she was fired.
I tell you what,
she's probably the best female vocalist. Like,
man, she was
exactly.
That's how like.
Hey, Battle of the Crackheads, Demi Lovato can't fuck with her.
Nah, no, smoked.
Not a versus, not a crack rock versus.
A fiend verse,
bruh.
DMX winning. My man DMX did crack and put out multiple platinum albums. Y'all better quit playing with that, man.
That's a fact.
Yo, I don't know that we gotta start counting niggas like.
I'm about to say we going back then. We going back though, because it's some niggas that was on stage that they didn't know their first name, but they was putting out hits, boy. The concert was rocking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to say, hey, look, your boy Ray Charles was.
James Brown.
Let me get another hit.
What's the name?
James Brown. James Brown.
Temptation.
James Brown was sweating every time.
He used to be sweating bullets.
God.
Like he was about to walking down the aisle for a wrestling match. That man was sweating.
Yeah.
Boy.
Damn, son, it's crazy how many feet out people was nice.
Honestly,
we gotta make a list.
The drugs might have made it better. The drugs might have made them better.
Top 10 on rock.
David Ruffin.
Top 10 on. Yeah, you can't remember that. But
anyway, DMX gotta be top 5.
What I'm saying about like artists and stuff.
DMX.
Do you think that like you have to do drugs to tap into like that certain kind of artistry that some people
do? I believe some people do.
Because like
I don't know.
Like if you think I'm about to say I don't know because I ain't an artist, and that's what has to happen. But some of the shit that people like can tap into when they like say like, oh well, they recorded this when they were on PCP or I don't know PCP, but you know what I'm saying, like LSD and shit like that. LSD and all that kind of stuff. Like, dog, it has to like, I'm not gonna say unlock different parts of your mind, but it has to take you to a whole different zone and you think about things. And those people that get back from that and can remember like what they're doing, why they're going through it.
So think about the creators of Adventure Time. Or is it Adventure Time or regular show? Which one? They was on some shit.
Adventure Time.
They was on some shit. The writers and the creators of it, they were on like shrooms and LSD and all that. Yes, all of that stuff, bro. If you look at that stuff, it's so like psychedelic. being sober, watching it, it's like psychedelic. It's like just the shit that you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like imagine being on some shit watching Flapjack or Adventure Time. Like, bro, what? Like you don't see those colors normally. Like, come on, nobody just like.
And I believe like as I could say like as an artist, never had to do no dope or no shit like that.
he throw that out there.
Yeah, we gotta start off. We gotta start off
back there, lighting up the spoon.
Nah, but I used to nah. But like when I knew like if I was gonna write some like a certain mood of music, I would drink. Like if I was gonna get in my
Marvinsville
eight,
bag.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? If I was getting that back, I would drink because it would a lot to me. Like I would my thoughts would go flow more fluently. You know what I'm saying? I could get to where I wanted to get to. That's why I feel like when I be making music, I'm like, oh, this kind of goes. Freestyling or when I'm writing these battle raps, I be smoking a little bit. Oh, you gotta edit that out. Bow.
Clip that. Clip that.
I'll be
Clip
high
that.
as
As it kite, baby.
Just cut my whole answer. We're gonna move forward.
So well, just to say something, but it's not just drugs with artists too, it's certain feelings, right? Like certain artists don't make good music unless they in a breakup. You know what I'm saying?
Certain artists don't make music I want to hear unless they go like when Joe Budden got
Unless
happy,
they go through
his music was trash.
Yeah.
I needed him to be down.
When Usher stopped dealing with Chili, it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Had some hits.
You said what?
They wasn't the same, but Usher still has some hits. Here I Stand.
He does.
Was still fire.
Yeah. No, he does. But even in like the Here I Stand, I still think he's referring to Chili, Moving Mountains.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's still dealing with Chili at that point.
He might not be talking about Chili.
I was about to say, I don't think he was talking about her.
Usher probably got a lineup, bro. I don't know if you're talking about Chili.
Usher always had a lineup.
Bad.
Usher always had his lineup. That was his problem with Chili. That was the problem. He always had a lineup.
We talked about like the artists and drugs and stuff. We talk about the Weeknd. Like that's what he does.
Oh,
that's what he came
from. Yeah, but I ain't really like the Weeknd's music yet for a while. So
come on now.
You didn't like the Weeknd's music?
That's why I said for a while. I like the old stuff, but he hasn't like.
I haven't listened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
An album. Well,
too late off of that last album is fire. I will say that.
My dear Melancholy, that was fire. I like that more than I like the album that came out. Like I don't even know that shit was fire.
You know that Privilege is my shit.
Weeknd ain't been it,
bro. Hell yeah. Try Me, yeah, that shit's fire.
Yeah, man, that whole EP is fire, bro. I'm about to bump that on. I'm definitely about to bump that today. Yes, sir. About to be fresh as hell. Be depressed. Listen to Privilege. Blues away, way. That's my shit. All right, jumping into it. The over under. Let's explain.
Wait. We ain't talking about Snowfall yet.
Who saw the episode? Just
I gotta catch up.
I didn't see the episode.
No. You can talk about it. At this point, I don't really care.
About it.
I'm far behind, so y'all can talk about the episode.
Okay. Talk about the first episode.
You ain't see the second episode, bro?
Bro, I fell asleep watching it today.
You had
Who you, my dad?
All right, bro. No, you right. You don't gotta watch it, and I'm gonna talk about it too.
He said you had
nigga.
Go to your room.
Yeah. Nah, you good.
I can't even look at you right now. I can't even look at you.
There's something I want to talk about specifically from the second episode.
What's up with it?
Talk about it. Okay. It's so my episode, I was in and out watching it.
Scully's alive.
Scully is?
He's alive.
Okay, because Man Boy been wilding out.
Did all of y'all fall asleep? What the fuck?
I had to stay up till 10 to watch it. You know,
you made me say Ninja on live TV. Listen, you are hurt, bro. You are hurt about this show. You taking it too personal.
We don't use our time the same way. Shut your ass up, man.
Fuck you.
Anyway,
one of the things I wanted to bring up, like when y'all watch certain shows that like you really like or like emotionally invested in, and then like the show ends and you go do something else after, do you still be like thinking about like this like throughout the day, like you might be like upset or something and it's because of the show or something like that?
Nah.
Daryl trying to turn this into The View.
I get what you're talking about.
Yo, son, I felt that way. Even his hand motion was real viewish. I was like,
viewish?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
How do you feel when you leave the house and it's emotionally attached to you? Let's unpack this. That's what just happened right now.
All right, say
Bro,
less.
certain shows can make you upset by the way they write it. Like
Say less.
the only time they catch me, listen, the only time they catch me when they write something that just doesn't make sense in the show. Like how does this add up? Like this is not even the show. Law Abiding Citizen, the movie. It made no sense that Jamie Foxx was speeding through a lockdown city as a black man and no cop pulled him over. He had
talked about this already.
No, yeah, like stuff like
clearly
that.
Clearly, this lives in his mind
rent
free.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Damn, son.
He's a lawyer. He's a DA.
But how did they know it was him?
That's disgusting.
It's not like he had sirens or anything. He was just a black man in a tenant car
hand,
speeding through a lockdown city.
No, I didn't.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
I didn't.
What happened?
What you do?
I held my sneeze in. What are you saying?
But you put your hand to your mouth, so if it did come out, it was going to your hand, right?
But it didn't.
He's in his house. He's in his house.
What is your point? Don't sneeze in your fucking hands.
I didn't sneeze in my hand, but next time I do, I'm gonna slap you in the face.
Wrong. Next time you sneeze your hand around me, I'm gonna slump your dumb ass. Acting like goddamn.
Hold on, Daryl. It's not you. It's not you, Daryl. It's the show. It's the show.
Yeah,
Calm down.
Yeah.
No, I agree with what Daryl's saying. So when Franklin had to kill Kev,
he was trying to give what are you talking about? That's a thing. If you
agree with
the
you.
show and some shit happens.
Bastard to go wash his hands.
How am I whack? I gave you an example.
So I turn the camera off like he low. We see you, bro.
Yeah, when Franklin killed Kev, dog, that was hard for me to watch.
Nah, he should have killed Kev. Kev was acting like a bitch.
Yeah, Kev had been a bitch.
Kev was acting like a bitch.
Just you've never even seen
in episode.
Just ain't never seen the show. He just
I don't care what he said, but in episode 2, Leon was acting like a bitch too.
That's been happening with Leon.
He was acting like that in the first episode.
But that's
they
now
about to
he's
fall
acting
out
like a whole bitch. I don't understand.
And Leon's supposed to be the rider too.
Yeah,
he was until I don't know what happened. What changed up? When did Leon feel like
Wanda got that crack rock?
Yeah,
he lost his mind. That's exactly what happened.
Over some
Wanda did?
Yeah.
Wanda got the crack rock.
Hey, what was it? What that dude say? Let me find out y'all tripping about some.
Let me find out y'all tripping about some bitches. He said that nigga Franklin looked back. He was like, Man boy gotta go, dog. I don't understand how you pick. Franklin just fucked up. He did that shit wrong. You gotta kill Manboy because Manboy's way more ambitious than the other nigga. The other nigga just want to get bread. Yeah. Manboy want to take over the whole shit. So I don't understand how you come to a.
It's probably for the sake of writing, bro. It's probably for the sake of writing.
Can we take a second?
You know what I'm saying? It'll probably draw in a more dramatic conclusion by keeping him there.
Maybe, but
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like later on.
I'm just saying.
Can we just take a second to talk about Melvin Gregg for a second? This man got famous from Vine. Now he's on Snowfall.
Who?
Manboy.
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was the light-skinned funny dude.
Gregg was the light-skinned dude.
Yes.
Yeah, when he had no limbs. Remember that one when he's like, men act like women. He took a girl home. He's like, oh, this ain't really my beard, and ripped it off.
Yeah, bro. He was the funny dude from Vine. Now he's in Snowfall. Like, it's just crazy, bro. It's just and he's actually a good actor. Like,
yeah, he gets a lot
of but his Vines. I mean, it ain't like Vines. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't like, you know how you like. Okay, well, think about this. Like King Batch.
Nah, he
like he's super lame, but he's from Vine. He gets those very minimal roles on movies and shit in Netflix. Like,
nigga,
just saying.
Hey, you know who a terrible like
I don't
movie star is?
I don't know anything about the Manboy and all that shit. Nothing to talk about.
Oh yeah, you don't watch no.
This isn't his expertise.
I was thinking about like terrible movie stars, like Vash was just talking about. You know who's terrible at acting?
Who?
Beyonce. But I digress. Go ahead.
No, you don't.
You just not gonna let it go. You about to be what's his name? Goddamn. Damn, I can't think of his fucking.
Yo, Kelly Rowland just dropped an album, bro.
The fact
name one movie.
I did
name one movie that Kelly Rowland has been in.
She don't have to be in movies.
Yeah, she can't
Beyonce also nobody will see her. Yo, y'all remember Beyonce in Goldmember? Austin Powers Goldmember.
Don't bring up
That's
Goldmember.
Beyonce.
That's
Boy,
not
she
our
was
go-to.
She was fine in that though. Oh,
Beyonce fine all the time.
Nah,
That's not
she was-
the
clip this,
issue.
clip this, clip
That's
this,
not the
clip
issue.
this, clip this.
Can't say Beyonce fine. What?
No, he can't, bro. It's a Nazi household. Look,
Jesus.
What?
he better check this. Yeah, it's over with him.
Nah, we good.
It's over with him.
Beyonce.
Go ahead, roll the. We can do the over under. Like the
All right,
movie
let's
thing
go to
from
over.
Vine.
How you gonna
and shit
say
is
we can do
weird.
the over under and then go right back to the top?
Okay, you know what? You got it.
So I'm all caught up on WandaVision. Just, are you caught up on WandaVision?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it
So-
good?
No, it's just fire.
All right, go ahead.
No, so I went to the first 3 episodes. I was like, yo, this shit is trash. The 4th episode came, I was like, and from there it was this shit been live.
What
Shit
you
been
do?
crazy.
Bro, pause.
Yeah. I'm gonna clip that. Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up, buddy.
We got another meme, brother. We got another
Anyway.
meme.
Just get off
I
your
know that.
phone.
Hey, y'all seen that? Y'all seen that picture?
I had to do this real quick. I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
my thing. I had to do that real quick.
Yeah.
Look, as you said that,
We talking about WandaVision.
Russ went offline. He on his phone right now.
Yeah,
Y'all
exactly.
seen that? You seen that Pikachu meme
No.
with the shadow?
What?
Never mind. Forget it.
What
Forget
are you
it.
talking about?
Yeah, just know you're fucked up, buddy. You're
Yeah.
done.
I heard you.
Yeah,
I heard
body man.
you. Yo,
Yo,
getting
I
that on a
forgot all
t-shirt.
about that.
we getting that on a t-shirt. I'm gonna wear it. Body man.
Man.
Don't say we, because I ain't wearing that shit.
Wear it to the gym, body man. We
Hell
all
no, I'm
got
definitely not wearing it there. Fuck no.
body man.
All right,
Just
the last topic.
so WandaVision.
Yep.
Damn.
How many
I
episodes?
want
You
to talk
think,
about some wine.
how many episodes you think it's gonna be for this season? For this first season?
All right, 10. Right, that's normally what I feel like.
I definitely think they about to wrap it up soon. But I also think that they got to do something gigantic for now. Well, one, they got to define the Scarlet Witch for everybody that hasn't read the comics, and two, they got to do something gigantic now, like saying like, "Oh my God, like you're the Scarlet Witch." Like, bitch, what the fuck does that mean?
Nah, yeah, it was
That
that whole series is crazy. The way they did it, the when they unveiled it, even in the last episode. You know what I'm saying? Like the 3 most dramatic things for her. That's where like the scenes even come from.
Mhm.
But yeah, nah, it's wild, man. That's way better than I thought it'd be. I thought it was gonna be trash. The first 2, I hate it.
The first
But I
three.
think it's one of the best ones.
What kept y'all watching it if it stinks so bad?
Everybody else saying that it got better.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, like he was late, so I was watching it in live time.
Oh,
but
so
I
like
was-
every time it dropped?
Yeah, but I was listening and I was like watching reviews and stuff like that, people's like theories on it. So that's what kept me into it. Like they're like, "Yo, just wait, cause da da da," and they give you different things. I was like, "Yo, that kind of sounds crazy." When it was connecting back, once I started watching, like, "Yo, the commercials matter."
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
when they're
for
breaking
sure.
it down to you, then it all makes more sense. And by the 3rd episode, I think that's when they showed
That's
you
when the color came. Yeah. When the,
how everything really worked from the other side. So like all the things you've seen in the first 2 episodes, you basically
No, that
watched
was
that part.
the fourth.
That was fourth?
Yeah.
You watch that shit again, but from the other side of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's fire.
That shit
Oh,
was
that's
crazy.
how they talk to her. Oh, that.
Hell yeah.
So it, you know what I mean? It definitely did its just do.
Like shows like that, like, so what I always wonder is how the fuck do these people draw up these elaborate ass like plots and stuff like for shows like WandaVision, like Watchmen, like Inception, like a movie like Inception, like what kind of person do you have to be to think of some shit like this?
Usually stuff like that develops over time though. They don't just, it's like years projects. You know what I'm saying?
Or they high on acid.
Might be a little bit of LSD in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be, man. I'm telling you, unlock the, what is it, the pineal gland?
Neil.
What Chingy say?
Also, I don't know. I just made that up too.
It is the pineal gland. He's talking about the
third eye.
Yeah, it's supposed to lead towards that.
Hey, so my fault. I'll probably watch WandaVision now that I hear y'all talking about it like this, but I just didn't want to see a Marvel love story. That's not what I wanted to see. But okay, thank you for clearing it up because like I haven't watched it for that reason. But I'm hyped. I'm more wanting to see Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That's not.
That's the last thing I want.
Yeah,
I want to.
not.
I want to see that. I want to see
Why
that.
not? That sounds like just nothing but action.
I want to see Loki more than anything.
I want to see
Loki.
nigga. That's what I can't wait for.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I watched the Loki. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like they teamed together two the people I care the least about.
Literally, like they had to put them together
for the Winter Soldier. Yeah, but I feel like this is gonna be more action though. Like just fighting. That's all they're gonna be. Just fighting. I think it's probably gonna be like the Bourne supremacy in the show, probably.
I just want somehow, some way for Loki to be alive. Like that's all I want. But all right, go ahead.
Let's jump to this over-under. It's overrated, underrated, nothing in between. Overrated, underrated.
Russ, pick your lip up.
Nothing else. All right, so jumping into the first over-under, I think everybody's gonna pretty much conclude the same thing. We got Netflix. Overrated, underrated.
Netflix originals.
Underrated.
Netflix originals are very underrated. If you watch the development of Netflix originals, when Daryl had me watching some weird ass shit, bro, they've come a long way. A very long way. I don't know.
Started giving them movie rights. They ain't started doing them. They started giving movie rights to them. Like, here, we'll let you have this Netflix original.
You know what I heard that they do, right? Netflix will give they'll give writers and producers just a certain budget and let them create their own show, right? And just leave full responsibility to them. So that way, if it flops, it's like, all right, it flopped. I mean, you did that. But if it blows up, they can do nothing but win on their streaming service. That's pretty genius when you think about that, though. We all know there's Netflix originals that flopped, and there's a lot that actually did very good. That actually makes a lot of money for them.
Iron Fist was trash, but you know what's so crazy?
Trash as fuck.
My boss was talking about You, the show with Joe Goldberg or whatever.
Oh.
That show was on Lifetime before it got to Netflix. Like season 1 was played on Lifetime, and then Netflix bought season 2 and made it a Netflix original.
That's how we doing. Like a lot of
that goes to show you they didn't come up with it.
The Last Kingdom aired on BBC, some BBC station first, and then they bought it and brought it to Netflix, and then the show.
Why you was on that station, bro?
Yo.
What's up with bro?
That's your brother, Jess.
I wasn't thinking about none of that until I see just dumbass face, like, bro.
So I said, "This look interesting, channel."
Yo,
let's click on that. That's what you look like. How you get there, bro? What's up with you?
Anyway, it aired on that channel first, and then Netflix bought it and brought it to Netflix.
Still watching on that channel, don't you?
No, I never watched it.
What does it stand for? British Broadcast?
British Broadcast Channel or something like that, yeah.
Not your regular term.
I would have messed up the acronym on purpose, bro. Like BCC, something. BCAs, I don't know,
ABC, bro. Whatever. Good.
What's that BCA?
Why would you want
amino acids?
Anyways, go ahead.
All right. Move on to the next one. Astrology.
Underrated.
What?
Astrology is underrated?
Astrology.
Oh, I was on Netflix original.
Overrated.
Oh, you still? No, we all said underrated for Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Already. You tripping?
Astrology is overrated.
Overrated.
I think it's overrated too. I think it's cool, but I mean, I'm not gonna. People let that dictate their lives, bro.
I don't believe in none of that shit. It's just a bunch of people think of every fucking.
I think it's dope. I think it's dope though. I think
it's cool.
I'm not gonna give it an underrated though. Like if I'm choosing between the two, I can't give it an overrated. I mean, underrated.
I'm gonna judge it like a Bible verse or something. I'm not gonna be mad if you read it. You know what I'm saying? Because it might encourage you. But it's bullshit. It don't mean nothing. Like niggas not gonna come in here and be like, today you will stumble across some money. Like, no, nigga. I read that shit mad times. Never did. They lied.
You talking about fortune cookies now?
I don't know.
I'm talking about all of it. All of them.
Fortune cookies.
All of them.
I'm gonna say
Like you got to choose between the two.
Yeah, I'll say overrated, but I'll say that it should definitely be like taught more. Like people don't know enough about it. I don't know. I feel like that shit kind of interesting, for sure.
We know because I'm a Scorpio.
Hey,
like, shut up.
Best sign ever, bitch. Yeah, for sure. We rule the signs. What are you? What are you?
Underrated.
I'm a Cancer.
Underrated.
You're what?
I'm a Cancer.
Scorpio fuck Cancers up every day.
But you won't fuck me up. How about that?
I sure will, brother.
No, you won't.
Sure will.
Anyway, I think it's overrated because I don't know. I just don't care enough. Like
I think it's dope, but I can't
because you don't care about it. That makes it
underrated.
I'm just like so happy that like D isn't into that stuff like that, because just carrying on like conversations about that, like normally, like I read my horoscope today. It says that we should do this or we should try this. Like no, I just want to do what I want to do.
Has that ever happened to you because of your sign too?
What?
That situation that you talked about.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel?
I don't. What do you mean? In what sense?
That's it right now.
Huh?
All right. View pose again. How did you feel about that?
Every time.
I didn't care for it. Like it's whatever. I mean, like I'm not a person that just reads my horoscope every day, or like what's the whole thing like when the moon's in like what retrograde?
Moon's in retrograde.
I don't even know what that means.
If it is real, man, we are in the age of the Aquarius, so I hope that means some shit. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know that?
Yeah, that we in the age of the Aquarius. I know that. And so if it
there's ages, so like every year is an age, or
it's like
honestly, look, bro, I don't know how any of that shit works. I got a couple apps, like I be trying to like research about like my sign and like the time he was born and all that, and that shit's kind of dope. Like when you read some shit that kind of like goes with how you feel like you are as a person or some shit.
But
like
we're all people.
So that shit. What are you saying?
We're all people, so everything that people can say could be generalized. So like we all feel
that's
the same
not.
emotion.
No, we don't all feel the same fucking emotions. Hell
yes,
no.
we do. You either get mad, you get happy, you get sad, it doesn't matter. All those things get played upon when they tell you. You're a person that will get upset when
some people are a lot sadder than other people. Some people are a lot more upset than other people.
Yo, you can read it on a day and it'll be a complete opposite of you, is my point.
I
agree. Read it on a day and it'll be complete, and then one day you read it, it's like, man, this is me down to a T. It's like, yeah, nigga, they had.
That's look. So you're not. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about my horoscope. I'm talking about like the sun, like whatever your moon sign is, whatever your rising sign is, whatever your sun sign is. Like those whatever descriptions or whatever. Like whatever, bro. Y'all not the right people to have this conversation with. Fuck y'all.
No, I feel you. I feel you, Daryl. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
So you don't know. All right. So like, nigga, you don't know nobody with your sign that's the complete opposite. You like, I'll be calm and reserved. I know
look,
violent.
So look, the fact that you don't research it, you wouldn't know that different periods. So my sign is from October like 25th or some shit to like November 20th. So depending on where you're at in those like in that time, like
you're a different type
of that sign or whatever.
Okay, so
y'all are whack as fuck.
No, I agree with you.
Who is that?
Y'all so whack.
Oh, you trying to be funny? Who put that shit in there?
Son, I was about to do the same shit. Look.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Time out. Did y'all peep the gap?
Yeah. Yo, that is hilarious.
No, hey, dude, I agree.
That look like that.
He got the gap. Yo, man.
Yeah, I agree with Daryl. I think the sun sign, moon sign thing is kind of underrated. I do.
Kind of fire.
Yeah,
for sure.
I have a girl in my office. She's real big into all that, like what time you were born and whatnot. So I'll say underrated for the sake of this.
I 100% think it's dope, but I just like if like when you hold on, I'm still laughing. All right. When you do it in terms of the overrated, underrated, that's what makes it tough.
That's what I
do think it's dope.
But I would still now. I want to change mine from saying it's overrated. It's definitely underrated because I think if you get into it and like you're informed on it, it's kind of interesting. So, and a lot of people aren't informed on it.
Podcast back, and remember I said that when he said that it was overrated, I said he's lying.
He did. He did say that.
And 5 minutes later, he's like,
I didn't then though. But also I want to say shout out to Chaz, our homegirl Chaz, because I definitely paid her to have my tarot cards read or whatever that shit was. It was kind of dope.
Wait, Chastity?
Yeah, you know Chastity. Yeah.
Chastity Bar Hill, big homie.
She does. Yeah, she does. She does.
She actually do that?
Tarot cards, huh?
Pretty good at it.
Oh, y'all out here wilding.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Hey, yo, what do you think is happening here? Hold on. What do you think is happening here?
I don't need no spirits tapped into my shit, bro. I don't know. No. What's a tarot card? Tell me what it is then.
Honestly, I didn't know what it was, but I've heard that they pull. So you give them a question or something. You give them a question, like a broad question. It can't be like a yes or no. You give them a question and they pull 3 cards based on your question. Like when they pull the cards, they think about your question or whatever. And then each card has like a meaning or something that they interpret and tell you about.
Oh, she's a gypsy.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she is. She swindled this nigga.
She about to put a voodoo spell on
first off, I don't feel like she swindled me. It was something I was interested in, and rather than pay some random people that do that shit, I knew one of my homegirls that did it, and so I paid her to do it. I think it was.
Did you do it in person?
No.
You didn't?
I wasn't. No. She's in Connecticut.
That's dope though.
I'm saying, like.
Hey, flip.
How much?
So whack, bro. Huh?
How much was it?
She didn't give me like a thing. She just said like donate. So I think I paid her 60 for it. I think
you donated 100.
I know her because I know her. I know her.
Oh, that's your homie. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like nigga, I support. Cool. Dog, I'm supporting people that I know.
Yo, Justin,
right go ahead.
So whack, bro. Justin, so whack.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating on you. You supporting her or whatever. But I did not expect you to say 60. I
definitely. I mean, I don't know that it would cost that if I went somewhere else, but because I know her.
Oh no!
And she started. I think I was like her second one. I saw her talking about it.
Played into you donating 60.
First off, I know.
Oh my!
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Nah. So the whole thing of donating 60 was I figured like $20 per question.
Oh, okay.
I got 3 questions.
Right. Cool. Yeah.
$20.
No, that makes sense.
That's why I said 60.
All right.
It still might be more. I don't give a fuck. Like I know her. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, wait, hold on.
What you pay her was
overrated. Did you get what you came for? Yo, like when you wanted her to flip those cards over, did they say what you was looking for?
I mean, I wasn't looking for anything, but yeah, they said some shit.
Wait, what?
What do you mean by that?
I love this conversation.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I get?
I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? If I pay $60, right?
Oh, like did I get like a feeling or a direction to go in with like whatever question I was asking?
He basically saying, did it stroke your ego? Did it make you feel good after?
No.
It piqued your interest.
Did anything? No. Would you go back?
Yeah, for sure. If I I plan on going back. I just don't have any other questions.
All right,
I'm that invested.
All right.
That's wild.
Okay.
Yeah, we went there.
All right. So the next topic, screenshots. Overrated, underrated.
Yo, so
underrated. I'm always keeping receipts. Y'all got me fucked
underrated.
Up. You can't ever say some shit to me and think that you're gonna be able to get away with it. Oh, nah, hold on. I got it for you. Let me send it to you, dumbass. You got me fucked up.
Damn.
Yeah, that's real.
Did you wait? Did you put this in the underrated, overrated? You kind of ready, bro.
I didn't.
I
didn't even know. I didn't know that was there, but I'm happy it was.
Yeah, I feel like it's
screenshots underrated, bro. Underrated.
You know, people like to back out what they say. People like to back out of what they said.
Yeah, fact.
Like all these. So I'm not gonna get like I don't want to take it there, but like all these. There was something. something I saw on Twitter like a couple weeks ago about this dude that was in the military that sexually assaulted this girl and like
wait, what?
Sexually assaulted this girl and DM'd her like later because she was tweeting about it. She didn't come forward and tell anything about it, anything like that, blah blah. Like she was, I don't know why anyway, but she didn't do that. So she was tweeting about it and saying like how she felt about it, blah blah. And this dude DM'd her. She didn't mention him or nothing. He DMs her and was like, I didn't feel like that's what that night was, blah blah. Like you should take this down. This is bullshit, blah blah. And if you felt that way, why didn't you come to me? All this kind of shit. So she like messaged him back, was like, why are you like messaging me? Like, we don't talk anymore. Like, you knew what you did, blah, blah. I didn't come forward, like, leave me alone. So he goes on Twitter and starts talking all this shit and like, oh, she's lying, blah, blah. Mind you, she had never mentioned him. So then she sent the screenshots to like one of her friends or whatever, and one of her friends put that shit up, like of him like in her DMs, like saying all that shit. And he was like, that wasn't me. Somebody hacked my account, blah, blah. Like, no, screenshots are very important. When everybody
him saying he was sorry.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like that,
Everybody want to go get crazy and talk all this shit and say you did something or you didn't do something. Like, dog, no.
Got his ass.
No, exactly. Got his ass. Like,
got his ass.
Weirdo. What the fuck is wrong with you? Niggas is weird.
Yeah. So I agree 100%, but in the sense that maybe screenshots might be overrated, you DM somebody and it get taken out of context. So I'll never forget this. One of my coworkers, he's married. He DM'd one of our female coworkers literally just to ask a question about a project we had to sign off on the next day. Like, you know how it goes through approval authorities there? You know what I'm talking about, like with ASIs and whatnot. She wrote him back and was like, what are you doing messaging me outside of work? And he was like, I'm asking you a work question. He's like, well, this could have waited till tomorrow, but we had to sign that night. We was at work. And it was a whole thing. And she like blew it up like all on Facebook. Like, why are my coworkers messaging me? Like, you're married, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, she lame for that.
Exactly. So, I mean, I screenshots are underrated, but in that sense, I was like, yo, you wilding.
That's not necessarily on.
No, he's still saved by that screenshot.
That's on people trying to just post some shit to get a couple likes, a couple laughs, a couple whatever. Like, that's just for being a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I agree. Underrated.
Camera phones, overrated, underrated. I think it's underrated. Camera phones have brought us a lot. Like this, for instance, talking like this. You could literally face group chat your whole group of homies because of camera phones.
It's got to be under. You can't overrate something as classic as a camera phone.
It's overrated
because
no way it could be overrated.
Yes,
that's why
it brought you so much.
That's why people update their phones to get the newest camera, the best camera. That's why people update their phones. They don't update it because text messaging is better on the iPhone 11 or iPhone 12
disconnecting people so much from society, bro. I don't want to go to a concert and everybody got their motherfucking phone out.
That is why.
Why don't you want people to be able to capture the moment? But why don't
people to live in the moment?
You can do both. You act like niggas is out there just recording the whole concert, the whole time.
Some people are. No.
Some people do that. Some people literally are.
We're drawing an extreme here. Most people that have their phones out are recording moments at the places
because they play their favorite song. Because they're like,
and you'll never get to relive it again. That's the best way you can relive it, is to say, yo, I remember this time. People always want to imagine it, but they can't ever get back to it. At least I can imagine and go back.
But you have the feeling in your mind. You didn't videotape your first kiss,
shit, man.
You didn't videotape your first kiss.
Nah. So think about it. Think about it like this. You watch. So all right, Dingle. When we went to J. Cole, right? Did you recorded something, right?
Mm-hmm.
There, right? All right. So say you didn't do that, and we just talking about this shit. When you watch it again, you remember exactly how you felt in that moment, whether it's your favorite song or whatever. Like, you just feel that again by watching the video, like you were there. You know what I'm saying? You get like the whole crowd energy and all that shit by watching your phone. I mean, watching the video. If I'm thinking about it, I'm be like, yeah, that shit was crazy, and that's it. Yeah. If I watch the video, I'm like, oh damn, like yeah, like I remember this part.
All the shit that happened for that trip that we went for that concert, though, like the video is like the least nostalgic.
That's different. That don't count. That don't count.
That was a wild.
Yeah, but that's real shit, man. I feel like you gotta be able to capture moments, man. So
yeah,
I get what you're saying, though. And it's also underrated because camera phones exposing a hell of a bunch of racists.
Oh, for sure.
Hell of racist. I probably would have never seen the George Floyd shit.
The George Floyd, any of that stuff.
Exactly.
Camera phones.
And keeping some people safe. Like if you pull a phone out on some people, like they gonna go away. Like they.
Yeah, that's real.
All right, The Rock. Sure. Overrated, underrated.
Overrated.
You said what is?
The Rock. Overrated.
The actor, wrestler, The Rock.
No.
Are you talking about The Rock?
Johnson.
Or are you talking about Dwayne
Johnson? Overrated.
That's Rocky Maivia.
Dwayne. That's.
Yes, it is.
Overrated.
Dwayne Johnson. I guess overrated,
bro. I think he's done a lot, man. I think he's done a lot.
As an actor, he hasn't been in anything good, has he?
No.
What?
Never.
What?
The Rundown, maybe.
What? He's a part of the whole Fast and Furious
Dwayne Johnson
series,
movie.
like the biggest series there is for movies. There's 10 of
when
them.
he came on to the Fast and Furious series, it should have been over.
They're still breaking box records though.
Yeah,
I ain't seen the last 3.
It don't matter.
I ain't seen the last 4.
Did you just hear what he said?
Did you
hear what he just said?
Nah,
box office numbers are still being broke. Why you think they still making spinoffs and making him and
literally they broke. The Hobbs and Shaw broke.
I didn't see that. I didn't watch that because
look, just because y'all 3 didn't see it, don't mean it's not selling though. That's the thing.
No.
Just because it's selling, don't mean it's good.
Just
because it's selling, don't mean it's good.
Look. I'm the first one to tell you it turned into Avengers. But if it's selling, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's a product. Yeah. You're supposed to sell a product, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's good. Product good. That's how I feel if I was the business owner. Product is booming.
Yeah, product.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
Might be shitty, but it's selling.
I don't look at a movie and be like, oh, Dwayne Johnson's in it. I want to see it. I don't do that. Okay, I don't do that. Now, if we're gonna differentiate The Rock versus Dwayne Johnson, The Rock versus Dwayne Johnson. What for real actors? What are you saying?
They're the same person.
I do that for real actors. Like,
they're the same person.
No, they're not.
I'm gonna be real. He's been successful in both aspects, bro. Like wrestling, he was successful. He made it to the NFL. Granted, he didn't stay that long. He's been successful in everything he's done.
Did he make it to the NFL?
He did. He got cut.
Practice squad, I think.
He got cut. That's
still was on the jersey.
Yeah, he was on the D1. He played D1.
He went to Miami University.
So
The Rock is a fucking.
Yeah, he started off as a football player, and then
then it didn't cut, and then he went to wrestling.
The Rock is a wrestler, so no, they're not the same person.
Like, what do they say?
But I mean, I meant as far as
The Rock Johnson.
I meant as far as acting though. Like we were talking about outside of wrestling, it's Dwayne, it's the Rock, it's whoever you want to call him. I don't feel like he acts differently for different roles. But
I
don't think anybody calls him Dwayne Johnson, bro.
He did his best acting in WWF. So,
man,
that's real.
He got some good. He had a good show.
The Gridiron Gang was pretty dope. That was a good movie. That was a good movie.
Gridiron Gang was good.
Y'all ever seen the Ballers show?
I forgot.
Ballers is good.
Ballers
is real good.
Ballers is fire.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Ballers got a good cast too. Top to bottom.
They do. They got Denzel Washington's son on there. We got a couple of issues.
Hey, we don't know his name.
His range of acting isn't that good.
David John Washington. Like,
I know his name.
It's David Washington. Yeah.
David Washington.
David John Washington.
Yeah. But his range of acting isn't there.
Yeah, he definitely got a certain amount of roles that he could do.
Yeah, a certain. There's only one role. Tough guy. That's it. It's the only role he can play. Tough guy. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard not to look at the motherfucker thing.
Yeah.
I said, can I finish my sentence?
You look like you was done to me.
No, I didn't.
You look like you was done to me.
Yo, the full sentence was it's kind of
hard. What was that, by the way? What was that?
Hey, yo. And not look like he gonna smack a motherfucker.
Okay.
That was the sentence. You can't pause in the middle of it. Nah. We're not downplaying it either. We addressing it.
That's funny. That's funny.
All right. So for the last
all right.
Overrated, underrated, Childish Gambino or Donald Glover.
Musically,
I think he's underrated.
Musically.
Overrated.
Musically
overrated. Underrated acting.
Definitely
so
underrated.
I
underrated acting.
But overall, so you got to encompass them both.
Underrated.
Overall,
underrated.
I guess
overall, I had to
underrated.
give him because his music is either hit or miss. You are right about
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
It's
like
either hit or miss. There's no
Wait till My
acting
Love was dope.
People be
His
acting
other
like
shit has
that.
been cool.
Childish Gambino is motherfucking
I
the
didn't
next
really
coming
like that
or some
much.
shit. Like,
yeah, nah, his music is either hit or miss.
His music hit or miss. The last song he made that I like was the
Redbone.
That's that shit. That shit.
I fuck with that summertime pack, bro. That shit just be
that
vibing.
shit was hard.
I didn't like it.
Do love me do. I just be chilling. I just be vibing with that.
I didn't like it. But that's like, I don't know. Like sometimes he gives off like a Anderson .Paak vibe to me, and I don't really like Anderson .Paak like that. Like as far as his music, like his persona, who he is, and what he does.
There's a few songs that I like,
but his music,
I'm not an
Anderson .Paak musical fan.
I like Anderson,
but I'm a fan of him, like who he is and what he does. But as far as his music, I'm cool.
Yeah, I feel that.
I like Anderson .Paak. I think he's a good artist.
Yeah, but they had him on the freshman freestyle. Anderson .Paak on the freshman freestyle. He's like an R&B artist, but they was trying to get him to freestyle. It made no sense.
You know how they do. Everything's hip hop.
Yo, they lump every bit of music into hip hop. It doesn't make no sense.
Black,
got a guitar,
every bit of black music.
Remember, they didn't want Lil Nas X to be in country until he put Billy Ray Cyrus on it.
Disrespectful. That's funny as hell too, because it really was.
He has boobs. So
you said he has boobs.
For real?
Wait, what? I thought I heard him wrong.
Yeah, he's serious.
Hey, look, man. Congrats to him.
That shit was wild.
And we are out. We're gonna cut that.
Gee.
Yo,
we're at the end of that video.
Bro, you have to. This shit has to be called "He Has Boobs." Oh my!
Yeah, definitely, 100%. All right, y'all. Thank you for sticking with us for the 16th episode.
Hey,
of the
y'all make it
podcast.
home safe.
Big Cap in the group chat. Y'all make it home safe. Thank you.
Make it home safe. Prayers up for
y'all. Be safe.
Crying. You crying on the video.
Yo, he said he has boobs. like for real.